said, do the eggs and the sauce. She done both for pancakes.
Breakfast here. You want to say hi, Jumbo?
Yeah.
Good morning, Jumbo.
Hi, Jumbo.
Hi, Jumbo. Well, Master Splinter.
Hi, Jumbo.
This is the dining room at Weary Feet. Plenty of resupply options. There's a nice sitting room in here. There's also the front porch. And 2 restrooms and showers, and then we come back here and you can do your laundry. Good morning. We are leaving the Weary Feet Hostel with bird song. It did rain quite a bit last night. We could hear it through the windows, but I was nice and inside and got to watch a couple of the people I follow on YouTube, which I haven't done for a while, as I was trying to wait for videos to upload. So not all of them uploaded, but sometimes when a lot of people are using Wi-Fi, it goes a little bit slower and it works better in the middle of the night. I actually fell asleep editing last night. But we're here and it is day 41. This is Stick the Eagle. I go by Stick on Trail, and I am so thrilled you're following along this morning. And today, we passed mile 600 yesterday. We're starting from mile 610. Today was supposed to be a rainy day, but rained a lot last night and it's not raining right now. So there is hope that it will not be super, super rainy. But we had a 25-mile day yesterday, so we are planning an easier day today, 15, to Woods Hole Hostel, which is a must-stop on trail. It goes in people's top 5 hostel lists so often. So I knew that was a must-stop list, or must-stop place. So we'll be stopping there tonight, do some more editing, get fully caught up on uploads, and then plan our next leg into Four Pines. So that's the plan. Hopefully get it nice and early with a 15-mile day. It's just about 9 o'clock right now after our nice breakfast here at Weary Feet, who says to us, happy hiking, northbound. We are hiking the Appalachian Trail from Springer Mountain, Georgia to Mount Katahdin, Maine. Good morning, Appalachian Trail. Look at the sun shining through your trees this morning. Beautiful. This has been a good climb, not too steep. Nice walk in the woods this morning. Also, walking in freshly laundered laundry, it feels wonderful every time. So this is a good opportunity, while I'm just walking in the woods in the morning, to explain to you all how I got my trail name. I call myself Stick the Eagle. And Stick derives from my original trail name given to me in Backpacking Merit Badge and Boy Scouts back in like 2012 or something like that, maybe even 2011. So that was given to me by my fellow Boy Scouts while doing backpacking the entire Connecticut portion of the Appalachian Trail for Backpacking Merit Badge. They gave it to me because I like to carry a stick to walk with to help hiking. That was given to me as a gift from somebody, and not the one that I just got this year as a gift from the Boy Scouts. And they also said, you're really skinny, you look like a stick. Hence I became Stick. And then I recently added on the eagle because of the spiritual meaning of the eagle for me. I am an Eagle Scout, and the Bible verse, Isaiah 40:31, those who wait and the Lord will soar up on wings as eagles and shall renew their strength. Walk and not be weary, run and not be faint. That is my favorite verse, and I draw strength from the power of the eagle. So when Stick as a handle was already taken on YouTube just by itself, I'm like, I'll be Stick the Eagle. Look at that view, we can see something. I always love when we can see something. Some of you all were like, why would you leave that trail family in Damascus? They let you film you, and not every thru-hiker gets that opportunity, or blogger gets that opportunity. Well, really, I'm not making my hike about this blog or about the friends that I make. I have an opportunity to make so many more friends by continuing to push, and I'm not leaving or sticking with anybody purposely. I'm just hiking according to what I believe my body can do every day. So I'm gonna take some lighter days, but I like hiking every day, and if some people are doing less or more than what I think I can handle, then I won't pay much attention to that. You know, we all hike our own hike, and the people we meet along the way are the people we meet along the way. Some last for a longer season, some last for a shorter season, but I can be thankful for the seasons that do occur. I do hope that I see some of them again, because I really enjoyed traveling with Nichols and Gazelle and Casper, PBJ, Frizzle, the whole lot, Lyric. So I hope some of them catch up with me again sometime, but only time will tell, and I'm not purposely slowing down for that reason. Actually, the rest of my family from North Carolina did actually slow down purposely because they wanted to stay at the Quarterway Inn, which did not open till April 1st. So they were on a pace, which I was as well, where I'd passed the Quarterway on like March 30th or March 31st. And that was like a day to a day and a half ahead. And they had to slow down in order to stay there. But I wouldn't slow down just to stay at a hostel. That doesn't open until April 1st, but that's what they wanted to do, so that's great. I really appreciate how easy it was to do laundry over at Weary Feet. It was just walk up, do your own laundry. And there were some other nice things. The meals were fantastic. I think that's in my top 5 right now. As I work on my list of hostels that I'm really enjoying. Green Dragon still number 1, Mountain Harbor probably 2, Boots Off 3, Weary Feet's probably 4. I really enjoyed it there. It's a great spot. I might reorder it as I reflect more. I also love when hostels have candy in their resupply. Some more could use Fig Newton bars in their resupply because I've been out of those for a bit. But candy's always nice to have with lunch or pick-me-up, a mental boost. So I've been purchasing some of that at the hostels. This is all of a sudden very rocky. So I've got a few Crunch Bars, Butterfinger, Snickers. I had a few already from my resupply. Just whatever candy. I like Skittles. All that I pick up because I have a sweet tooth. And my sweet tooth gets rewarded when I have a good day. Or even when I'm not, it makes me feel better. This is just such a peaceful little walk in this forest of little tiny baby pine trees. I'm appreciating this so much. Dismal Falls. I suppose we should go check it out, right? There were about 5 people who left the hostel before me, heading to Woods Hole, and based on the number of spiderwebs I've walked through, I don't think anyone else has taken this blue blaze to see this falls. It's a 0.3 mile blue blaze, but it's easier when you take your pack off, leave it at the trailhead, and just walk down. Because I want to check out the sights, because I don't know if I'll be back here, so let's go see the waterfall. I won't go 0.3 off trail just to see a shelter, but if you entice me with something like a waterfalls, sure, why not, especially on a planned easy day already. waterfalls and sunsets. We check out them all. Enter the rhododendron tunnel and obstacle course. I found the Dismal Creek just north of the Dismal Falls. You know how much I love pine forests if you've watched any video with a pine tree in it. So I love this. No bit of rain can dampen my spirits. All these leaves I get to walk through, all these rhododendrons, are all soaking wet. One of the reasons I have my pack cover on, plus I'm expecting rain today, and it's sprinkling right now. Also, nothing destroys my momentum more than a low-hanging branch that either whacks me in the head or snags the top of my pack. Sometimes I duck and I forget that my pack doesn't duck with me. Look, it's a bridge through the rhododendron tunnel. It's a very wet bridge, of course, because of all the rain last night. That can make it slick. It is slick. Just have to be careful. Whew. I can't wait till all these rhododendrons start blooming. Of course, it's supposed to have another 3-day freeze. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So starting tomorrow, because today is Wednesday. I think it's April 3rd. So that might slow their blooming process, but at some point they'll bloom and that'll be so pretty. The rhododendron tried to steal my hat. There's a branch that literally just picked it up by the brim, and then it was hanging, and then it fell before I could get my camera out to the ground. But it tried to steal my hat, and I'm like, no, my hat, my hat. I do kind of like this whole following Dismal Creek thing. Kind of cool. This is like the 5th rhododendron that I have smacked my head on. There's all these low-hanging rhododendron branches. And it's nice and pretty flat, nice trail, but the headspace is what's slowing my momentum right now. Wow. When being tall is a problem. Hey Ramdino, it is Dick the Eagle here. The highlight of my week was getting fed on Easter morning for breakfast by Fresh Ground. Andy had Cadbury cream eggs on Easter. The other highlight was a starry night on top of Chestnut Knob. The stars were beautiful. The question mark of the week is, why is there a plunger at the privy in Chestnut Knob? The low of the week was probably a rhododendron stealing my hat just today. Low branches. Anyways, happy trails, y'all. Keep on moving. This is supposed to be a rainy, miserable day, which is one of the reasons why I was like, yeah, 15 miles, I'll just push through it. But now the sun's been poking through, there's blue sky up there. It's turning into a beautiful day. Pine forest. I found a little bridge to put my pack on for a little bit so it doesn't get soaked or caked with mud, so I can have a little bit of a snack. Kudos to Master Splinter. This is the second time Master Splinter's given me some extra food so that he can carry less, because he has a resupply coming at Woods Hole tonight. So I'm happy. I'll take extra food. It's good too. I've reached that spot where I'm doing or feeling that hiker hunger. I can eat almost anything. Had 4 pancakes this morning at breakfast. Appalachian Trail Ducks Knob shelter is this way. Well, the Wapiti shelter's first. Alright y'all, leave no trace includes not touching animals, but I'm gonna show you a good look at him. It's a newt! I I hope you have a blessed day. You should get off the trail so no one steps on you. So I think the next couple days, instead of stealth camping at an established campsite somewhere, I'm going to look for shelters because of rain expected the next 3 days. Just scattered, but I'd rather not get the tent wet. If I can help it, I'd rather just tent on days where I know it's going to be clear. This is a blue blaze that shaves off 0.7 miles or something. Somebody even wrote there, shortcut, AT shortcut. When people talk about blue blazing, this is sometimes what they talk about, taking shortcuts that lead to a point farther up north in the AT, where you don't have to walk this roundabout way that makes a half circle. The blue blaze right there goes straight. But we're white blazing here, and would miss a good part of the AT. Some people may also be tempted by that shortcut just to get to the hostel. Where are we going? Woods Hole Hostel quicker, especially in a storm, where I can see that would be tempting. Other people want to skip this section of the AT purposely because of its story. There's been numerous reports of people saying that this section of the AT is pretty haunted for some reason. I'll share more on that later. Thank you, trail maintainers. Look at this. This is a classic example of what happens when you remove weight off of a tree. So this tree fell over, and then trail maintainers cut the top part off, and the bottom part went back kind of into place. Isn't that cool? What's really interesting here is there's a whole bunch of blowdowns right here, all facing the same direction. There's a little campsite. And look at this pond. That's cute. Pretty good water source right there. So this right here is an old abandoned road. It goes then that way. It's only 2/10 of a mile. Oh, maybe it goes up there. Yeah, I think the road goes up there. The abandoned road, not by the pond. Yep. This abandoned, no longer in use road is only 2/10 of a mile from the Wapiti shelter. I'm loving all these nice bridges they built for us. That makes things easy. Wow. I really can't explain it, but I just had a weird sensation. Honest. I'll explain more. Or try to anyway. When I try to explain that kind of stuff, it doesn't really make sense to a lot of people. But another bridge. I've had encounters. This isn't it, it's not marked. So I've had encounters in the spiritual realm at the village, at the abandoned village up at Boy Scout camp that I've gone to 70 times. And I never used to believe in spirits or ghosts or anything like that. And I'm not going to talk about it much here. But, oh, it's a blue blaze, must be to get water. But, here we go. Here is the Wapiti shelter. We're gonna go check it out. It's not too far off trail according to Far Out. There it is. It's up on the hill there. So, like I said, it's hard to explain. There's a couple tent sites right here, but I've felt connections with spirits in the abandoned Hessian village near my camp. And that's all I can really say about that without you saying, probably saying like I'm weird or something. This shelter actually looks fairly new. It almost looks rebuilt. There's some more tent sites, picnic table, and this is Wapiti. All right. There's a lot of good tent sites around here. And that's a pretty nice privy over there too. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna make this fast without too much explanation. If you want to know more details, you can go look it up online or ask me about it. And I'm not gonna talk more about my spiritual senses either, because that's not the point of this blog. But Wapiti Shelter does have an interesting history. In 1981, there were 2 known murders that occurred here. But it looks like the shelter, as I said, looks pretty newly rebuilt. So they might have done some restoration work here. I knew that there's obviously some restoration since that event, but it's still the same spot. And some people say this area is haunted still with spirits, I guess, of those who lost their lives here. So sad event. Generally, the Appalachian Trail is a very, very safe trail. But there are always exceptions. I did note that old road that I crossed earlier, that was probably the access road that the person used. I don't know for certain though. Look up your own and you can decide for yourselves whether this place is haunted or not. I won't endorse it either way, but I will say that I've had experiences in that realm, and I don't normally talk about it, but I just felt something when I was approaching this shelter. But be that as it may, doesn't matter what you believe. Look it up if you want to know more. Now I'm gonna have a nice little lunch break here in the picnic table. I have my rain cover on because it was supposed to rain a lot, but now it's turned into a nice sunny day here. So I'm gonna get my bear canister out, have a little bit of food for lunch, write in the journal, and have a good break here because I only have 7 miles left on the day. Nice easy day, and it's only 12:30. I keep my bear canister right at the top of my pack so I can have easy access to it during breaks like this. I'm getting ready to head up the steep hill that we have, and then down the next hill, about 7 miles, and it's just up and over one hill. I sense no evil here. The only spirit that I might sense is good and has good intentions, so I wouldn't be afraid of staying here, ever. The history says that the bodies were buried in the woods down the hill from the shelter. Well, y'all, I paid my respects for what happened here, and just had a moment of just remembrance. I think that's appropriate. I'm sensing one word as I leave this shelter. That word is protect. It keeps entering my mind, and I don't know what it means. But protect. Protect the trail, maybe? Protect each other. Protect our resources. Who knows? That's my reflection anyway. let's go onward over this next mountain. I'm not gonna lie, as I'm walking away from the place, I'm definitely sensing something. I can't put a finger on it, but I'm not scared of it. I don't think there's anything to be afraid of. Now's the fun part, going up and over this mountain. Nice long 4-mile climb up Sugar Run Mountain, but the biggest climb is in the first 1.5 miles. If you're climbing up this with me, you can give me a push. Your 12 o'clock tip for today is don't bring expectations to the trail. The trail of the AT, the trail of life, whatever. Don't bring too many expectations into your system, because when inevitably some of those expectations are not realized, you will be disappointed. More or better off, just live life and make the most of every moment. Make the most of every moment that you can. We're still going up at a much less grade. You know, some of you are always saying how it seemed like I was going much faster than MP3, and I was kind of showing off on purpose with that. But nah, I'm reflecting how yesterday I started with Master Splinter at breakfast, left 15 minutes after he did, and then he got to the destination, the Weary Feet Hostel, 2 hours before me. He goes at like 3 miles per hour, leaves me in the dust. We all find our own pace out here, y'all. And for everyone that seems fast, there's somebody faster. You just can't compare yourself to others, look down on somebody else for being slower, or look up to somebody for being faster. We just all hike our own hike out here. Temperature check is 44 degrees today. Oh, about 30 degrees cooler than yesterday. Honestly, I think it was that storm last night that really cooled everything off. From being in the mid to upper 70s to now being in the 40s. There's a pretty serious storm that came through about 3 or 4 o'clock last night. I heard it because I woke up, and because I was awake, I started editing some videos that I fell asleep doing last night. Pretty nice view into this valley here. There's your view of the Wilburn Valley. Our view. There's a rock outcropping right here, and I found an even better spot for a view. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Alright, so I came from there, the trail goes down there, but I didn't climb this whole mountain not to go 0.1 miles to check out the view up top. So there's the radio tower up here, there's the campsite, there's whatever that stuff is, but I think this is where the view's at. Worth it. Wow. Worth it. Look at this. And there's the valley we saw earlier. Gorgeous. Look at those clouds over there and compare it with the sunny valley over there. That's what I was hiking in most of the day. But there's clouds moving in, dark clouds, so I have 2.5 miles to get down to the Woods Hole Hostel. So I'm gonna do that. It's about 3 o'clock right now. There's also a very cold wind moving in that was not happening earlier today. So we're gonna get down off this mountain and take an early day in the hostel, which was planned. It was a planned slow day originally. And I decided to stick to it because Woods Hole, according to past thru-hikers, is a must-see hostel. Well, now it's getting cold. It's not raining, but it's gotten so cold that I put my rain jacket on as a windbreaker. My thermometer's reading 36 degrees now. I'm a little bit annoyed right now because I tried to plug in my audiobook to listen to chapter 8 of Early Risers Pushing North, and it kept saying no connection, cannot load, and I'm like, I downloaded it for offline use. What are you saying? But for some reason I can't access it right now because it's claiming it has no service connection. It shouldn't need service connection. Ripple Trail. This is the other side of that Blue Blaze shortcut that we saw earlier. Big Horse Gap. Where's the horse? Where's the big horse? I don't see any horses. Okay. This is the type of trail that's hard to walk fast because there's just rocks everywhere and you have to watch your footing. You look at the map and you're like, oh, easy downhill grade. And then you get out here and you're like, oh, nope, no easy downhill grade. Gotta take it slow. That was just fun to come down just now. We are almost there, yep. I see the parking area. Sugar Run Gap and a map to Woods Hole Hostel. I do very much appreciate that sign. Woods Hole already gets points for having good signage. So it's only 4:15 and I'm calling it a day walking to the Woods Hole Hostel, but this is one you can't skip because of how high rated it is. Plus, you need a rest day every now and then. I could, especially with the good weather, it's been pretty good. It's gotten colder, but I could deal with that. I could easily have hiked the 2.2 to Ducks Knob Shelter and maybe even beyond. But I feel good with taking the break today, giving my body a little bit of rest, and then pushing on out tomorrow. Woods Hole is down this dirt road. We were just up on that ridgeline. Woods Hole Hostel and B&B. So every bunk here has a plug, and lots of bunks here in the upstairs. So this is what the bunk area looks like. We have a nice sitting area here. There's some honor fridge system and some snacks. Hiker box here, a little hangout area, and there's some bunks. There's Master Splinter. He says I'm following him around. There's Leo. There's a little bunk room down here too, and there's a nice fire right here.
Which one pull one?
Yeah, that was
Difficult system.
a little weird, but yeah.
A spot for your dirty sheets and loaner clothes. They have umbrellas. And they have spots for trash, burnables, and recyclables. So outside, they have a fire pit right here. behind the bunkhouse. Guess that's a privy. And in this room we have towels, sliding door, we have laundry, loaner clothes there, and showers. These are pretty nice showers to get cleaned up with, and plumbing. This is the resupply closet. There's so much. So much peak refuels. I found the stamp. Here's the dining room.
Yeah. You said their base weight is what?
These. This is what I found, and I'm so glad that they had these in resupply, because I was out of these for now until Four Pines. Hi, we are here at the Woods Hole Hostel, where we have had a wonderful dinner out there, or there. There is a great view for potential sunrise. So we're going to get up and see what kind of sunrise might be offered to us in the morning about 7 o'clock. Sunrise is a little bit after 7 o'clock. It's been a good day. We had a slower day of 15 miles. So we come in here, have a good dinner, and then good breakfast tomorrow, and then head on out. There is a chance of rain, hopefully not snow, tomorrow. If there is, there shouldn't be any accumulation, but there could be showers in the area. But it's only 40%, so it should not be a washout. So we're looking forward to tomorrow and heading on out. So it's been a great place here. We are an AT journey, and we will continue this journey. We're only 41 days in so far. If you'd like to continue to follow along on this AT journey, be sure to subscribe. And if you'd like to follow along for live notifications, you may follow me on Instagram with the same handle, @StickTheEagle. For now, remember to embrace the journey, and always, happy trails.